All right. Grant, you with us? All right. I can keep you fair warning, man. I didn't want you catching up. I didn't want you to feel like you were going to leave you behind. All right. So we got an hour left, basically. We're trying to do law 11 and 12. All right. Longest one, hardest one, probably. We covered the other 15 in a couple hours. We'll go through, and I may show you some stuff from USSF that we use. It may be a little more. The pictures they use in here were hard for me to follow, so I think the USSF stuff may be a little more, maybe a little clearer on the offside stuff. All right. One thing, first off, this is offside, not offsides. It's not plural. All right. Old time when the game started, had lines drawn for like hockey, and you were onside or offside. All right. They changed. Now it's a moving line with the second to last defender, wherever that's at. And it's still only offside. So again, when someone yells from the sidelines and their infinite wisdom, and they tell me that they're offsides, I go, great, awesome. I've just said, okay, they haven't a clue what they're talking about yet, right? So if you are a soccer referee and you use the right terms and you say it correctly, all of a sudden I think maybe you know something and I need to listen. If not, I say, and you're off. You leave. First time impression. So it is offside and not offside. Right? 4 parts to it. Okay. Everyone know what offside position is. Where's offside position? Second to last. Keeper. Right? And then a defender usually. Is it always that way? No, it is not. Sometimes the keeper, especially like on a punt, will run up to the top of the area and kick and pass 3 or 4 defenders. So at that point, I've got to be with second to last defender, which may not be, the keeper may not be in that equation. That's why I would say second to last. All right? So if they're behind, if the offensive player is behind the second to last defender, they're in the offside position. How else will we judge offside position? Besides second to last defender, what else can be used? The ball. If they're behind the ball, they're good. The defenders at that point don't matter. You as their AR, if the ball goes beyond the second to last defender, you're to follow the ball back because that's your offline side. All right, that's where it's gauged. All right, where else may you be onside? Oh, you're in your offside position. That will check the ball. What's the other one? Where do you stop? The half line, right? You're on your half of the field when the ball's played. You're good. All right. The other side of it is if you are in what we call offside position, you have to be in active play. How do you define active play? Nate, you got any ideas? I would say that's probably a good way to say influencing. If your proximity to where you're at influences a defender or keeper or somebody, then you're in active play. All right. You'll have some referees tell you differently at the higher levels. That's going to have a different. The influence may be they may say they have to touch it. If they don't touch it, they're not in active play. That's their. The referee may tell you that's what he wants to do. Like you do it the way they say. Right. It's their game. You're assisting them. So, all right. So active participation, however you want to define that. All right. What's punishment for offside? You are considered it. Yes. They stop the play, but what's the other team get? What's their indirect free kick? Right? Yeah, indirect free kick. You're getting it. All right. Offside position, players ahead of the ball, and the player is not completely in his own half. So you got to sort of determine, okay, this player was when the ball was played, where they at? They're ahead of the ball, head of the second last defender, and in their half. Um, can you be in the offside position and receive a ball or get a ball that's been kicked by the defensive team and be considered offside? Correct. If they play it deliberately, you see this happen, and they want to play it back to the keeper, right? And they turn and don't look, you just play it. You're back there. Thank you very much. You got a goal, all right? Thank you for the pass. If they do that, it goes back to the keeper, and it is, say they go to pass it to a defender, and it ricochets off of his leg, continues back, and you're back there. Are you offside at that point? You're an offside position. If the defensive team didn't deliberately play it, it was off the side of the foot or off, a ricochet. Does that count? Right, you're offside. Right, you're gaining an advantage because of being in the offside position. But I've seen it in the EPL, in the English Premier League lately, that they've had that happen twice. The guy just turns and kicks, never looks. The guy's back there. He's in the offside position, but all right. Can you, as AR, always tell when the ball? This isn't with this one, but can you always tell who played the ball? If you're looking right here, when the ball comes from 30 yards away, do you know who played it? You assume it's the right defense, but it could be someone different. And if you, as a referee, know that the defensive team played it, you gotta. We're good, not offside. The defensive team played it. You gotta tell that. I've had to do that once. My son called a kid, and I was like, no, he was on, but he can't. He couldn't tell. It came from about 15 yards back. And I did it. All right. Offside offense. Time ball touch, played by teammate, active participation, waiting to decide to see if they're in it. There's situations where one person may be onside, one person may be off. All right. They're both running to the ball, and one's on and one's off. You wait to see who gets the ball. All right. If the person in the onside position gets it, you play. If the person in the offside position gets it, you stop. All right. Because that means the person on the onside, they're played the game legally and they're fine. The other team may say, but the other person was offside. You're right. They didn't get the ball. Right? As much as you hate that, you gotta keep playing. You didn't hear the whistle blow, right? You didn't hear the whistle blow. The game's still going on. Right? Just because they're running after the ball doesn't mean it's interfered with play. We'll get to interfering and interferes with an opponent here in a minute. Right? The game's advantage is if the ball ricochets or comes off of somebody and you're in an offside position, you gain an advantage because of that. You get it. You're not offside just because you're in the offside position. If it's someone's offside over there but onside over here, and they kick the person on the near side, because the person over there is offside doesn't mean that it's offside, right? Offside. 3 times, goal kick, corner kick, and a throw in, you can't be offside. It's play, all right? There's no offside in this. Punishment indirect, we just talked about it. We've chased them back, right? One kid's on, one kid's off. We've run 30 yards all the way back. And the kid who's offside finally gets the ball 30 yards down the field. Where do we take the kick from? Where he touched it or where he was initially offside? Huh? Where is that at? It's not where he received the ball. It's where he was first determined to be in the offside position. So we'll go all the way back up. And you'll see refs stand there and go, look, and okay. All right, I don't know that I suggest you wait if it's way down there because of the guy who's onside grabs it. So crap, you're way out of position. But they'll come back up. Just mark where it was when it happened so you'll know and get some idea of what it's supposed to be. Right? These are kind of hard to realize, but so you see a defender, player A1 passes to player A2. All right? We're assuming that when the pass was made, that's where A2 was at. So if we assume that, we have what? We have offside. All right. So what it's saying here is A1 passes to A2, But when the pass was made, this is where A2 was at. So in the midst of after passing, he moves forward. All right. And when the pass was made, here's the defender right here. So there's a line all the way across the field to tell us what? That this one is not offside. Onside or not offside, as you told us earlier, right? That's okay. All right. All right. Player A2 passes the ball to A1. So the ball is going from here to here and then over here. All right. Follow the track of the ball. All right. Now it doesn't tell us. I thought this was confusing. It doesn't tell us where A2 was when A1 passed it. All right. And through this, however this rolls, they come up with offside. Only way we can tell that is when the A1 makes that pass. Yeah, when A1 makes the pass, was A2 on or off? You have to be watching. All right. Any doubts? What do you do? If you're not 100% sure, what do you do? Keep the flag down. You can't say, "Oh yeah, it's definitely." All right. So if you can tell that they were offside 100%, they flag. You can't. Well, all right. Um. So A2 has the ball. They pass it back over here. When the ball was passed, A1 is here. So he passes and he comes back. Is this position right here, according to the way it is, on or off? This person right here. The first position is on, right? They're ahead of the second to last defender. But he received it from an offside position. He started in the offside position and got the ball. All right. A lot of times you'll see that called and you'll see the inside ref go like this. Like he came from an offside position back to get the ball. All right. You have to pay attention when that happens. All right. We're here. A1, and we've got defender and goalkeeper. All right. A1 passes the ball to A2, who at the moment passes even with the goal defender and the defender too. All right. So he is not offside. All right. Player 1 takes a shot on goal at the time of the kick. Player A2 is in offside position. Is it offside? This person over here is offside. This person is taking the shot. Is there offside? Nope. All right. Now this person takes the shot over here. This person's over here in the offside position. The keeper saves it, carries it over to this person who gets the ball. Now do we have offside? Yeah, because you got the ball. But what else? When the kick was taken, here, they were in the offside position. All right, and they're gaining an advantage actually by being in the offside position. All right, although the pass wasn't made to them, just because they're in offside position. All right. So again, kicker, defender, A1, keeper. Takes a shot, hits it off the goalpost. Hammers back out to here, on or off? Off. All right. All right. Prior to the kick by A1, defender 1 moves position 1 from position 1 to 2. I'm guessing over here. So the keeper is here and here. They're staying there lined up. All right. Now the pass is made. What do you think there, Nate? On or off? There you go. All right. At the time the kicker, player B1 was in position 1, B2 then moved to be able to deflect the kick. That's just hard to read. Is that hard to read for you all? Yeah, I can. And they say not offside. We'll just go with that. I'm guessing that they're saying that this defender, at the time the kick was in, he was tied up. All right. At the time of the kick, the player A1, A2 is positioned near the goalkeeper. Right in there, right? As best I can tell. He's here, keeper's here. Oh, here's the keeper, right? And this is the offense. Okay. So offside. You understand why? The keeper can't get to the ball. This happened the other day in Liverpool game, I believe, or one of the UEFA games this week. They had that exact thing happen. The keeper was trying to push through a guy who was in the offside position, and oh, I know, it was in a UEFA game, and the English referees were doing it. All right, they throw in right here. There you go. Didn't go directly into goal. Player. Corner kick. Ladies, over here, our new one, on or off? Corner kick. Always have the on, right? There you go. Anyone execute corner kick, the ball. The shot would have gone wide as the team not touch the ball. So here's A3. Assume everyone stands still. Luke, right? Oh, no. A1 kicks the ball to a player A2 who runs from position 1. I'm guessing here. Where's he at on this half of the field? Position 2 at the moment. Retrieve the pass. On. All right. Let me do this real quick. Times my little thing is lost. Sorry, my little man. I'm going to show you some videos. Does that make sense? Same kind of thing. Offensive player right here. Kick. Interfering with play, right? Who's a striker? Anyone a goal scorer on their team? So this person kicking right here. Where's the ball going? Back of the net, right? What joker down here, who's in the offside position, hits the ball? I'm mad. Just get out of the way. The keeper's right here. He wasn't even affected by it, but he didn't. So offside. See what happens? He decides not to touch the ball. What happens? It's a goal. Right? B makes the pass. A runs on. This guy right here makes the pass. I'm sorry. A's right here. B's right here. B gets to the ball. A doesn't. We're onside. We're going to the goal. All right? There. A gets it. Offside. On this one right here. Nate, tell me why that is a goal kick, not offside. You have a guy kicking the ball right here, kicks you down, crosses the goal line. You have a guy in the offside position running down to get to the ball. Doesn't get the ball, right? But he didn't. Yeah, but he didn't. So, all right. Grant, why is that offside? Yeah, he's blocking the view of the keeper, right? Like dude down the left. So, he flagged it. I cannot remember. In the middle with the Ohio State pusher. Tell me your name. Annie. Why is that not offside? Yeah, I didn't even see it, right? People said, no, I don't even see it. All right. From here to here, defender right here. So he kicks the ball. This person's off, right? Not offside. We have a corner kick. Huh? Oh yeah. It might be that they may have used this. Maybe some FIFA slides, and in Europe they spell the S and the C sometimes are different. That may be true too. I don't know. I don't ever worry about them. We see stuff from FIFA and they spell things wrong. We think because it's yeah, and they spell things. And, oh, I'll give it a question. So this one here, Gabby, right? All right. Why is this considered an offside offense? So they have the ball here, passes. He kicks it this way, trying to get it to A, but there's never reaches A, and B goes off of him and goes out of bounds, or her goes out of bounds. Why would you say that that is offside? Right. If I'm B, I'm a little upset. Those guys, and B's a defender. How's that? But I have guys in, especially when I do college matches. These guys are doing the ACC matches, the big time. They'll tell us they don't want that called. I'm like, if I'm a defender, I'm a little mad about right now because this dude, because they say they'll tell us, and I've had this happen last year about 3 different matches. The referee tells us, I consider active plays when they touch the ball. They never touched it, right? A never touched the ball. So according to the way they want me to interpret it, this is a corner kick. And if I'm that defender right now, I'm a little upset with it. But that defender referee better be standing up for me. No, you told me to do it this way. All right, Chief? I don't want to hear no flack from anybody on the field. You're going to tell me this is the way you want me to do it. According to the laws of the game and the way they interpret it, it is not. You're interpreting it a different way. So, a little upsetting. But, all right. In the black jacket. Huh? Matting. Why is this offside? Yeah. A kicked, right? At the time of the kick, where was B? And so, Karen's off the keeper. Doesn't matter, right? He's gaining advantage. Nailed it. Good job. All right. Yeah. Right here. What's your name again? Trevor. Why? Yep. Yep. Luke, tell me why this one's good. A kick goes off the keeper. Right. If C would have got it, we'd have had a problem, right? But since B gets it, we're good to go. Yep. All right. On the end. Merrill, tell me why this is offside. Yeah. We're assuming that it caroms off or does not ricochet off of this player. There's an assumption there. Yeah, he didn't intentionally play it. And this person at the time was in an offside position. So, yeah. All right. Um, is C in the offside position? Are they? We're second last defender right here, right? Where's the ball? So technically, the AR is in the wrong spot. The AR should be back here, right? That time. And so because they pass it back, the ball, yeah, but if the ball is behind them, you have to take the ball. Okay? Yeah. Because if you're behind the ball, you're in the offside, you're in the onside position. So they kick in, um, they're get there, and then they pass it back. Um, they're both onside. It's a good goal, a good play. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find. There's video. Um, will you all give me something from that time? You go to the bathroom. You need to go to the bathroom and warm up. And do it. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna take one to the chat and have to give up in the street. All right. Y'all still like me? That's all good. We're gonna watch them. All right. Well, let's go with questions. Offside. Anyone? I'm gonna pull back up. I'm standing here. That right there. Right there. Okay. So these are saying last defenders, correct? When the ball's played, A passes it here, B1 goes down and gets it, and he's onside because they're saying when the pass was made, he was here, he went there and got it. Okay. C is right here. He's in the offside position, right? At the initial pass. B gets it down here though and passes the ball backwards, right? because he's behind the ball. At that point that this play is made, the offside line is no longer second to last defender. And because they don't have this in moving motion, you don't see that this AR right here should actually be down here with the ball. You should follow the ball through because that's where the offside line is now at. And so that would mean passing the ball back to a player, he has to be on side. That make sense? Any other questions? Nate, how many times did you call offside last year, you think? Right. Right. Some kids, I mean, at every level, I mean, even the it's like, do you not understand how this works? Some games even have people who are offside the entire. Yes. Yeah. So if you have three officials, it's definitely that you're doing the thing because that's what the AR's primary responsibility is to call offside. If you have one official, um, they even do it with one official. They have you call offside. Huh? Oh, okay. If you have a two-man system, you're calling offside. They'll line up with you. But, it's only would be in a one-man where they tell you. I mean, if you have a one-man system, you're not calling offside. Or they may say only if it's like really blatantly cherry picked. You know, the kid camped out down there. You can't camp out in some area. All right. But yeah, if you're an AR, there's ARs involved in games offside. I having not signed, I'm not sure yet exactly all those. But, yep. Any other questions? All right. Now for the true joy of our lives, Law 12. All right. 1,000 misconduct. Um, we'll go through and try to help you figure out what a foul is as best we can. And as an assessor, if I go to assess somebody in a match, if I'm out there watching them, I rarely assess whether their foul recognition was good or not. You know, I can tell if the foul recognition was good. The best way for me to tell? No. I can care less about spectators and what they think about my foul calls. Huh? Confidence, yeah. Confidence, really, if you do it confidently, most people are like, oh, yeah, okay. All right, they'll deal with it. But what's the best way I can tell is are the players accepting of the call. If the players the whole time are like fussing at this referee, then the referee and the players were on the same page. And someone has to adjust. Typically, the referee needs to do that. So my only comment to a referee after I assess him is, "What do you think of my foul?" I said, "What did the players think?" Well, they fussed the whole game. Maybe you think about that. I'm not saying you were right or wrong, but I'm saying if they're not accepting of what you're calling, then maybe you're not refereeing for that level for that game and where you need to be. You need to adjust. There needs to be some halftime talks between you and your partners, like, dude, these kids are gonna kill you, man. Right? Get the game back under control. Right? So, but if there's an acceptance level. Now, does that mean that every call made they agree? No. They're not gonna agree. I can tell you. But you need to deal with that. So whether it's a foul or not, we're going to give you some basic guidelines, but you're going to have to be able to sort of determine that. And with optimists, I hope in the rec level that they're not like the crazy stuff. And I would say 9 times out of 10, if you think it's a foul, it probably is. Just call it, all right? But you need to know and say, oh, wait a minute, that's just contact. There wasn't any foul, all right? Just because Johnny got knocked to the ground doesn't mean it's a foul. They may have tripped over their own feet or maybe incidental contact or something. Doesn't mean it's a foul, though. All right. So again, there's no major fouls or minor fouls. There's just direct free kick fouls and direct free kick fouls. They need to get this updated a little bit. It's a lot of whack. All right. Misconducts we talked about a little bit earlier. Earlier with yellows, we'll go over them here, but we've already got them what it should be. All right. And it's not the red card is not an ejection. It's a send off. There's a difference in the way you see it. All right. You're sending them off the field or out of the place. All right. Ejection is a different way to look at it. I think I don't particularly care for that. What it says. Send off is you can send off players, parents, and coaches. All right, you can't eject the others because they're not part of the team. Right? I don't know why they did that, but it should be a send off. Right? That's it. Not an ejection. Yeah, down here. Okay. The red card, send off. Uh-oh. I've hung it up now. What about it? That maybe not. All right. All right. So a foul has to happen by one player, right? A substitute can't do it. Can't commit a foul. Has to happen while the ball is in play. So a foul can't. Ball goes out of bounds, and someone fouls somebody. Or they kick them or push them. It's not a foul. It's actually called misconduct. That's why this one's called fouls and misconduct. The ball has to be in play. So when you write up a report for a card and you say the ball was out of play, then they'll know that it must be misconduct and not say foul play. For instance, um, you have an instance happen in the game, and you're telling me that the ball was out of play, and then the kid goes over and knocks the kid down. All right, that tells me something. If you tell me the same incident with the ball in play, and he was trying to play the ball, and he knocks the kid down, it becomes an entirely different thing, right? Because if you got it with the ball's out of bounds and he knocks him over and it's a foul, you're not even playing the ball. Stuff like that. That's a horrible thing to do, right? If you do it when it's in play and it happens, okay, you're trying to play the ball. I understand that happens pretty easy. But if I'm going to say how many games, when they go to determine sometimes how many games you sit out, it's based on was the ball in play or was the ball out of play. If the ball's already out of play and you cold cock somebody, you're done. I'm gonna let you sit for a while. You've earned your suspension pretty easily, right? Anyway, all right, it has to happen on the field of play. It has to happen against an opponent that's handed it, right? I can't foul my own player, my own teammate, right? He's on my team. I can't foul. Now, I can be sent off because I punched him. Right, it's misconduct. All right, all right. When you have a direct free kick, it's from the spot where that foul took place, except where. There you go. All right. In your little notebook, write these down. All right. You want someone to know why you call what foul? What's that foul? Look at them all. All right. Careless is a foul. If you're going to call fouls, here's some levels to think about. Careless is a foul. Reckless is a yellow card. Right? If you do something reckless, yellow card. If you use excessive force, you have a red card. All right. So you're going to call a foul because it was careless. Here, you're going to give a yellow card because it was reckless. And someone says, "Why did you? That's just a foul." No, sir, that was excessive force. That's a red card. No, sir, that's reckless. That's a yellow card. No, sir, that's not reckless, sir. That's careless. That's a careless card. Right? That's how you. Reckless is yellow. So it goes. Careless is just a foul. I'm just pointing. We're going. Reckless, I'm given a yellow card. The company's a yellow card. and then excessive force is a red card. Right? All right. So you have kicking or attempting to kick. You miss. I'm sorry, but it's still foul. You can't try to kick somebody. All right. Striking or attempting to strike. And that uses either punching or you throwing something at them. You pick up your shin guard, throw it at somebody. That's striking or attempting to strike. They're out of here. All right. Tripping or attempting to trip. Huh? No, these are just examples. Striking is separate. Yes, if you attempt to strike somebody or strike them, it's a red card. Oh no, if you punch somebody, now if you strike them and just sort of push them, that's different. But you can't like physically sweep them. Jumping at, all right, jumping at, and then charging. Charging is not shoulder to shoulder. Charge from behind, something like that. Yeah, right. All right, 4 other ones that the reckless, excessive force is not required. Holding, you just grab somebody. It could be any one of the cards, all right? It could be any one of those. It doesn't have to, right? Spitting at somebody is a direct free kick, and it also gets you punch or take it home, right? Tackling an opponent before the ball or a slide tackle from behind. All right, so tackling. The great comment, I got the ball though. I'm glad you got the ball. That means you can stay. Just because you get the ball does not mean you cannot foul somebody. All right, don't let me throw that off. Throw you off on that. They may say that they got the ball, and I say that's great, but I still call it a foul. All right. When it comes to slide tackle, it's not allowed. An optimist play, if it comes from behind, it is definitely not allowed. And they want to accompany that with a card or a very lecture. You're not going to have a conversation with me. Come here, young lady, come here. All right. So, huh? What? What? Sir, you come here. You say, sir. And if they say if they tell you, young man, you'd be like, I may be a young man, but here's the problem. Here's what we're going to do. Right? I mean, if you don't talk to them and let them know that you're running the show, they're going to walk all over you sometimes in the field. It's referee rule, all right? They can have it up. And then handling the ball delivery. There's 10 free kick things. So if you call a foul, it's going to be a direct free kick. It has to be one of those 10. If you can't, I'm not, it doesn't fit the criteria, then it's probably not. This one, the first 6, it said it was reckless, careless, reckless, or excessive force, right? Those were all involved in determining, well, if it was careless, then yes, it's a foul, all right? You had different, but like spitting at someone, there's no careless, reckless, or excessive force, all right? So there were 6 that involved in that. These 4 don't have necessarily that requirement, all right? So you can look at it however you'd like. All right. So here's just pictures of it. If that happens and their studs are up, that's a bad day, boys and girls. Someone's going to be hurt. Someone's going to get a card. All right. No going like that. Yeah, that's called punching your ticket home. All right. You get to go home after that. Don't do that. Don't let them. If that happens, you got to deal with it. All right. Like that right there. Throwing the ball, hitting someone in the back of the head. You're going home on that one too. All right. Tripping or attempting to trip. Swing and a miss. Still doesn't matter. They're both. There's a trip. This is a trip. They're calling that a trim. I don't know. That's just undercutting. That hurt, boys and girls. You see that? No. But be careful. Make sure that the person jumping isn't jumping into them. And it's their fault. Make sure that it's the person undercutting them. All right. You got to know how they're jumping. But that hurts either way. Again, tripping. I don't know why it says not a foul. If it says it's tripping or attempting to trip. They're saying here if you tackle and you get the ball, they're good with it. All right. And you don't get them at all. If you only get the ball, which is what this is showing, it's a good tackle. All right. Pushing. And yeah, and for ladies especially, they hate getting pushed in the back. Girls hate fouls in the back, especially. Pushing there, jumping at or into. So in this situation, he's jumping into the back, but again, you got to tell how they jump. If they're not jumping straight up, that's probably gonna be foul. If they're jumping straight up and that happens, then I mean it happens. It's part of the game. So be careful. All right. Charging from behind, that can get dangerous. Holding, obvious. All right. But if they let go of the hold and they continue to play, you can go on. All right. If it doesn't materially affect the play on. Let's go. All right. You can go ahead and call those probably. If they take them to the ground and they're grabbing their feet like that, that's probably easy. Yeah, that just hurts. Right. Handling. So there's where the handling counts. All right. If it hits the shoulder and they play with the shoulder, it's good. All right. If it doesn't hit that, then we have a problem. I mean, if it hits that arm or that part of the body, then we need to just determine, was it deliberately done? If it wasn't deliberate, then we may be able to keep playing. A lady we know from Durham, she's a FIFA referee, or a retired FIFA referee. She is now the assigner. You're all familiar with the National Women's Soccer League, the pro league we have in the United States for women's soccer. You're familiar with that? She's the assigner for it. And she goes, she teaches FIFA classes all throughout the world. She goes this summer, she'll probably go and help train referees at the World Cup, either the last one in Germany. She'll tell you that 90% of all handballs that are called, or handlings that are called, are not. Because it's not deliberately done. It's not deliberate to keep doing it, right? But it didn't gain advantage from it, things like that. But she'll tell you that most of them are not, don't need to be called, right? That one does. When your arm's up like that and the ball, what would you do if he's putting his hand, if the girl's putting her hand in front of his face? What would you do? I don't want you to call that. All right, don't call that one, because if they're protecting themselves, I'm doing it. All right. You will see people go like this. If they're trying to protect themselves, ladies will put their hands up to protect their chest. That is totally fine. I don't have an issue with that. But especially if it's in close proximity. But if the ball's kicked from 30 yards and they want to try to do that, now I got a problem, right? Because you're like, here we go. And you come up and try to do that. Well, you could have easily played it with your legs or something else. You didn't have to do it that way. That isn't protecting yourself. That's saying, I want to deliberately do it, right? Yeah, if it's reactive to it, whoa, we let that ride, all right? Or they're trying to not get themselves hurt. Good question, right? But I don't. If they're trying to not get hurt, we're gonna let it ride, all right? This one right here, that comes up and it goes like this. That's not. We're gonna play, all right? All right, indirect free kick, same thing. Sort of, it has to be committed by a player while the ball's in play and on the field. punishment, indirect free kick, you saw the foul, except in the goal area. All right. There's 6 of these. Dangerous play. All right. What does dangerous play take the place of? If you're on the ground, is it a dangerous play? No. Right. Well, if no one's around him and you're sitting on the ground, the ball's in front of you, you kick it. Yeah. To who? There's nobody around him or her. There's nothing in the laws of the game that says you cannot play the game sitting on the ground. The entire game on the ground. You can play the entire game on the ground. What you need to determine is it dangerous to the person sitting on the ground, right? If it's suddenly dangerous, if they may get kicked by somebody, then that's when you call it, right? There's no need to call it until it becomes a dangerous play for somebody. That's when you hear the people, again, this is a IQ level. That's a high kick. You're absolutely right, sir. Thanks. Doesn't mean it's a foul, though. You can high kick the entire game. Some dancer go out there and kick their way through the game if they want to high kicking. When the instant it becomes dangerous to somebody is the minute you call that. When you call it a dangerous play, right? So we never call high kick or can't play. You're going to hear parents, they're all on the ground when they played it. You're right, but it didn't necessarily hurt anyone. No one hurt, right? So know that. This one they've sort of got they call it now called impeding. All right, impeding. They're going to use obstruction here in a minute. This is basically the same thing. Charging fairly when the ball is not within playing distance. If you try to impede somebody or knock them off when the ball's not in playing distance, we're impeding. All right, that's an indirect free kick. All right. Yeah, they didn't have the ball. You see it a lot when it's going to the keeper or out of bounds. People are trying to shield it. You only shield when you're close enough to the ball. Right? Charging the keeper. You go in and charge the keeper. Can anyone tell me when this came into play in this summer's World Cup? Huge, huge implications of this year's World Cup. Huh? Does anyone know who Thiago Silva is? Plays for Brazil, right? Remember, he got a red card in the game prior to Germany, right? In the quarterfinals, he got 2 yellows. One of his yellow cards was for that. The keeper went to go kick it, and he jumped in front of the keeper. It's automatic yellow. One of the stupidest yellow cards you can get. Then later on, he makes a bad tackle. He gets the second yellow card and is sent off. Your best defender cannot play against Germany. They got demolished against Germany, didn't they? I don't know. I mean, he's the captain. He's playing the central defender. So, did it have big implications? Yeah. Don't ever do that. You get that. That's just a stupid card. You know, I call it. You get that. All right. It's an indirect free kick when it happens, or obstructing the opponent, or impeding is what it should say. We don't use obstructing. Slide tackling from the rear with no contact. What they want here, and this is a save rule, not a USSF rule. What they want here is if someone attempts to slide tackle from the rear and they make no contact, they want it to be an indirect free kick. All right. So, clean it up. Say, yep, you're done. Nope, can't do that at all. We're going to give the other team a kick just for you attempting to do it. All right. I have no idea what this means. Improper clearing of the ball by the goalkeeper. That's handling. Huh? Yeah. I would look at it and I was like, well, what in the world are they trying to say? I didn't like the way you kicked it, son. That didn't look good. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't say anything. I was like, I don't get this. That's one of those. I'm like, all right. And it's hard when you go into different. People are going to tell you that's a high kick, and I agree. See the person's head that's in proximity. Someone's going to get hurt if you play that way. So it's called a dangerous play. It's not a high kick. All right. It is technically that's what they're doing, but the foul is not called high. Yeah. That happened in 2007 National Championship game. Wake Forest won it. That happened in the game. Julian Valentine got 17 stitches in the face. No foul or card were issued. 17 stitches, nothing was called. They won the match championship. Playing in a dangerous manner. All right, here on the ground, person's trying to play it. It's dangerous. Who gets the kick? This team or this team? Team standing up. The other person is, it's dangerous, so you don't want them to get hurt, but for the other team. Now, yeah, where's the infraction here? Who's committing the infraction here? Right. What should you tell someone when you see that? Little kids will do this. Don't stick your head down there and get a kick, son. Keep your head up. When they go down like this, don't head the ball like that. All right. Use your waist, your torso, your legs, something to stop that ball. But don't stick your head down there because you're going to get a kick. That's playing in a dangerous manner. All right. I've seen that happen twice in little kids matches. I was like, come here, man. You're going to get hurt. I just started laughing a little bit. Call it. We're not going to use that word. We're going to use impeding. All right. You're impeding the progress of the guy behind you. All right. Because impeding has other connotations that work out of place. All right. So, all right. Yellow cards. We've already done this. All right. It's a puddle F. All right. You got entering or leaving. That one, persistent infringement, a dissent, unsporting behavior, delays the restart of the game. All right. The one they didn't do was failure to respect the distance. The one we had to F. All right. They didn't do F for some reason. I don't know why. If there's no other reason for you to stop the game, but to handle one of these, then you started with indirect free kick. Say some kid over here says you suck and the ball's over here. Stop the match. Talk to the young man, give him the card, and then continue on. Now, if you can get if the team with the ball he's not on that team, they're going down to score a goal, they're on the attack and they can score, you don't stop the game. You go down, let them do it. You come back to them, and you do it. I mean, I had a kid in a high school match, and in high school, if you use the F-bomb in the match, it's automatic red card. Kid goes, told the other kid on the other team, F you. And I was like, I'll be back in a minute. We go down, just missed the goal. I said, come here. I said, what did we talk about earlier before the match? Your captain even told you, right? Yes. No F, right? There you go. The coach was like, what? I said, drop the F-bomb, coach. He's done. Right? But if you have to give some sort of, you can come back to it. Here's the red card due to violent conduct, serious foul play, offensive, insulting, or abusive language. Right? Anything like that. If you derogatory in any way, shape, or form, you want to deal with it, you send them off. Do it. Second yellow. Denying or obvious goal starting by handling, or by foul. Right? Again, if you have to issue the card because it's a misconduct off the ball, so indirect free kick. All right. Gosh, look at that. What time is it? Isn't that? We've gone through all of them. The other night we'll go through it. Any questions though? Ah, wait a minute. Don't leave yet. We're not left. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Well, I gave you some break. I tried. So any questions about that? Do you understand that if you're going to blow your whistle and call some sort of infraction, that you know what they are? It's either direct free kick or indirect free kick. All right. You got to have one of those reasons. All right. Monday night. How many of you go Monday night? We're doing this from 7 to 9 or whatever. I think, is that right? Yes. Bring, if you have referee like your cards, flags, and a whistle, bring them. All right. No, we're using one inside. Right? If it's nice, I don't mind going outside. Well, if it's like this, I'm not going outside. If it's 50 degrees and it's fairly warm, all right, we'll go outside. I'm good. All right. Bring those because I'd like to hear. Yes. You all may not have it. If you can go get it, great. Parents want to go get it for you for Monday night, great. Because we will work on how to blow the whistle. Does it help? How you blow your whistle is a great tool. It talks a lot just by using your whistle. All right. And then you can get the flag mechanics and work on that. All right. And then how to issue cards. If you want to issue a card, I hope you don't. I would love it, but that's unfortunate. But yeah, one thing is we learned never give a card within hitting distance of you. All right. Always a few feet away. Yeah, you're right there. There you go. All right. So things like that. But bring those so we can use those. All right. And I will get with Dan and we'll figure out some of these questions I had today as far as that. I haven't had time, Dan and I, to sit down and talk about a couple of things. We'll find out score stuff. We'll find out coins. We're going to figure that out. Laws of the game tell us we have to start with coin toss. Right? All right. What time do you arrive before your first match? Half hour. Excellent. That's what we like to do. Yeah. How many of you drive? Yourself. Luke, that's amazing. All right. So you need to tell your parents. All right. They need to get there. If you want me to have a job, you got to get me the job on time. Can't get me there on time, they're not gonna let me work. But if you're driving, you got to be there. All right. Excellent. All right. Any other questions? Anything else? Excellent job. Let's see. Be here 7 o'clock Monday night. 9. 7 to 9, and then the test is Tuesday. We'll do the test and then review the test. Cool deal?